Hello again. Went and picked up a pretty important part last night. Kid I worked with does work with this other guy, and he had a Lincoln Town car that had a Ford 8.8 in it. Now, it isn't exactly what I wanted or what I needed, but it is an 8.8 housing. It's way too long for that fact. It needs to be cut down, but I got something I can work with here. It's not all rusted out. It's got a lot of junk on it, being it came out of a Lincoln Town car. It's got a lot of junk on it, a lot of extra stuff I'm not gonna need. So I've got my work cut out for me, and I've got a whole lot of stuff I'm gonna put that poor Harbor Freight grinder through. But yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to use that little S10 rear end. Not for any kind of serious power, at least. I went and got it with Ren last night. Didn't have to drive too far, about a half hour, 45 minutes give or take, to go to this kid's house and get it. Other than the snow that we got here in Missouri over the last day or so, melting off, turning everything to mud, that was the worst part of it all. It came out pretty easy. I was sitting here, oh, where'd it go? Had two locking lug nuts on it, which sucked, but I got them off. Got the wheels off, got the brake calipers off, rotors off. I got one axle out. I mean, honestly, I'm not going to end up keeping a lot of this stuff. A lot of it's got to go. I ain't going to be able to use the axle shafts. Not going to be able to use any of them brackets. But it was a rear disc brakes, so that was a upshot to it. And I didn't get hurt too bad on the price. It was only 50 bucks. I paid another 10 bucks for the drive shaft, which I really didn't need the drive shaft. I only needed the yoke, well, I guess drive shaft flange, whatever you want to call it. But I got an 8.8 for the S10. That is a good deal. That puts me a pretty big step forward. So I got a lot of work to do getting all that stuff cut off of there. I am considering one thing, and that is, let's see if I can set this up here. Okay. I am considering one thing, and that is to put some type of ladder bar setup on it. And coil springs with shocks. Rather than leaf springs with shocks, I can use the factory mounting spots for the leaf springs, or make some and put them on. I mean, there's a lot of different ways I can do it, but I mean, it's already got the little spring pockets for where the airbag sat, and I could easily use them for some kind of coil spring. And the thing with coil springs is I could get a lot better control over how much spring is in the rear end. In my area, there's a lot of guys selling dirt track car parts, race car parts, stuff like that. And they're always selling bits and pieces of springs or suspension components and stuff like that. So I keep saying stuff like that. You know, stuff like that. Anyway, so they sell a lot of those car parts for their B mods, A mods, dirt track cars, stuff like that. And